So in today's video, we're going to be talking about when you should start outsourcing. But before we get started, I just want to let you guys know to leave a comment down below with any questions you might have regarding Shopify or just anything in general. And I'll go ahead and answer them, and I'll be making videos off of some of the questions that you guys leave. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So let's get one thing straight, guys. There is no specific order amount that you need or minimum requirement order amount to start outsourcing orders. You could start outsourcing from the moment you start, even though I don't recommend it. But there's no set number, there's no set figure. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, okay, you need a minimum of 13 orders daily to start outsourcing. It's whatever makes sense to you. If it makes sense to do it right from the beginning and you have the money to do so, go for it. But to me, I would wait until I have enough to pay myself at least minimum wage and then pay somebody else, or until I'm spending most of my time fulfilling orders and answering emails instead of focusing on growing the business. Then that makes sense to start outsourcing everything so I could focus my time and energy in the things that I want instead of doing this grunt work. Also guys, if it's your first time outsourcing, I would recommend you guys start with outsourcing fulfilling orders and then move over to customer support. Don't just go to both of them at the same time, although you could, but you're just gonna be overwhelmed, especially if it's your first time, because you're not gonna know what to do. You're not gonna know exactly how to communicate. You might miss some details, and they also don't know what they're doing since they're new to it. Most of the time, they're not gonna know what they're doing, so you're gonna have to walk them through everything, and you're new to it, so there's gonna be some miscommunication going on there. Don't blame them, and don't blame yourself. It's just gonna happen since you are new to this and you don't know how to do this. But over time, or after a couple of interactions with them, you're gonna get kind of used to it, and then you should start bringing over somebody to outsource your customer service. Another reason why you might want to do that is just because you don't need to outsource customer support right away, because you're only gonna get about an email for every 10 orders or so. So it's not gonna be a lot of emails, it's gonna be mostly orders, and that's gonna eat up most of your time. Personally, on my first store, I started outsourcing at the end of the first month, so towards like the beginning. Yeah, it was right around the beginning of the second month when I started outsourcing. I was getting about 20 to 30 orders per day, and it was just taking too much time. I was spending about 3 to 4 hours fulfilling orders. I know it seems like a lot, but this was before overload, so I had to do everything manually, and then my debit card would freeze up because they saw some suspicious activity going on. So it was just a headache, and I was making enough money. That previous month I made $6,000, so I had enough to pay somebody else. For me, it made sense after a month and a half and about 20 to 30 orders per day. But again, you might be different. For you, it might be 10 orders, or for you, it might be 100 orders, or whatever the case may be. It's just different for everybody. So just make sure it makes sense to you. You don't want to be spending your whole day fulfilling orders. You want to be focusing on growing your business, and you also want to make sure you have enough to pay that person.